Hello everybody, this is Vibhor here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about password managers. First and foremost, why do you even need them? Guys, there are hundreds of different accounts to which we put passwords every day online, and there are hackers around over there. If they come to know even one password, they generally know all your passwords or multiple passwords. Because of these hundreds of accounts that we use, we generally tend to use similar passwords because we cannot remember all these passwords. That is where password manager comes in handy. Now on my accounts, all the passwords to all the different accounts are pretty much different, and every password is pretty complex. It's very difficult to even hack them, and I don't remember all those passwords because I use a password manager to actually manage all my passwords. So before using the password managers, I had all my passwords in Apple's keychain, and which works totally fine, and I was truly happy with that since last 8 or 9 years. But then I have some of the devices which use Windows as the prime operating system, and that will not work on Windows. So that's where the hunt for different password managers began for me. My criteria over here being the password manager should be able to generate complex passwords. Number two, it should not be super heavy on the pocket. Number three, I can share my passwords with my wife. And number four, I can use those password managers on all my devices. So iPhone, Android, because my wife uses Android, and Windows. So all the machines, including the Mac, it should work on all of them. So let's get started. So guys, in the hunt for the password managers, I basically compared the three biggest password managers currently on market: LastPass, 1Password, and BitWarden. And of course, you can try all of them for free. All of them gives a free version for some days of testing. I tested LastPass, I tested 1Password, and I finally tested BitWarden as well. What I found in LastPass was, yes, there is a free version, and then there's a premium version. The free version would work fine if you are only using one type of device. What they mean by one type of device means you are only using a Mac, or you are only using a Windows based laptop, or probably you are only using your cell phones and tablets. If you use on multiple devices, you would have to go on the premium version. Now premium version of theirs is $4.50 per month over here in Australia. So that would come to around $54 for 1 month. Now guys, this is a very well-known technology, and paying $54 every year for this, it's not a very justified expense. It's a very simple mechanism through which you can encrypt a password and you can generate different complex passwords and put them on your website. Your computer or the cloud service in this case only needs to remember that password and put that password when it is required on your mobile or your computer device. So over here, yes, in the premium version, you'll get all the bells and whistles over here. You'll have only one user. You'll be paying $54 per year. You can save multiple passwords. You can have multiple devices. Pretty much all the glory over here. You also have a password generator, which would generate pretty complex passwords for you, which you'll find in all the three variants that we are discussing, which also is there in Apple's keychain. So yes, this is a very handy feature. I definitely use this for all my accounts. In the premium version, they also give you 1 GB of cloud storage for your critical documents, so your passports, your text documents, your other documents, like which you really need a vault to save on. You can do that. I don't use that at all. I've got a NAS server over here, which is pretty secure for me. I've got all my documents over there. So yes, security wise, it has all the bells and whistles. It passes everything for me with regards to security. But then this is $54 per year. So the second option that we have is the 1Password. Now 1Password does not give you any free options over here. You can have a free trial for some time, but then the minimum that you got to pay is $2.99, which converted to Australian dollar is roughly around the same price, 4.5 Australian dollars, which would be around $50 to $54 on 1 year plan. So yes, you can have unlimited passwords, you can have 1 GB of cloud storage for your documents, email stuff, 365 days of history of restored passwords. Yes, you'll have everything. You also have a two-factor authentication. So for all your accounts, one password can generate two-factor authentication. So every time you try to log in on a device which is not a trusted device, apart from the password, that device is also going to ask for a two-factor authentication code, which one password itself will generate and can paste it for you. So yes, it's a handy feature and I use it. This is absolutely good. It's a killer thing. Third option, and my choice over here, which I am using for my everyday use on all my devices, is BitWarden. Now BitWarden, guys, it has a free forever plan. You don't have to pay even a single dollar. What I use is basically their premium plan, which is $10 per year and which is absolutely fine. Why I use that? Look, guys, the free plan has got all the bells and whistles. You can have unlimited storage, your cards, identities. You can have all your Bitwarden apps for free. You can sync across all your devices, irrespective if it's an iPhone, it's an Apple device, it's an Android device, or a laptop. Anywhere you can pretty much use this. It will sync across all your devices. It also has a very strong password manager, which is really good, which was there in 1Password as well as in LastPass. So yes, you can get that absolutely free over here. Your encrypted file attachment will not work in the free plan, but on a paid version, which is just under $10 for an year, you can get a 1 GB of storage. As I said, like, I do not need this and I absolutely do not use it. You can export, and yes, you can have premium features. Now what the premium features are, they are basically your password generator would actually look into your all the passwords and tell you, okay, this is a very vulnerable password and you should change it. That's a nice feature and you can have it with a paid subscription. But the best thing which I wanted is the TOTP, which is your authentication. As I said, in 1Password as well, you have an authenticator over here as well for Bitwarden. So every time when you log in on a third-party system, you put in a code over there for the websites that you have chosen for code. So all my bank accounts, all my email addresses, all my social media accounts, all of these accounts, if on a third party system or on a non-trusted system I try to log in, they'll ask for the one-time code, which changes after every 30 seconds. This can be generated from the Bitwarden authenticator. Now this will not be available on the free version. Now if you do not need the authenticator, because there is a Google authenticator which is absolutely free, then there's a Microsoft authenticator which is also totally free, and that does exactly the same thing. And I used Google Authenticator for a long time, but then, I mean, this is such a nice software. I just wanted to pay $10 for the developer to actually work on this system, because what I've seen is if everything goes for free, the backend support, it's just lagged, and there would not be much support for that particular software if it's always running for free. So anyways, $10 for a year was not a big amount. I wanted to pay that, and in that I also got the two-factor authentication. So I've stopped using Google Authenticator altogether and moved everything over here. So yes, it has got all the bells and whistles over here. It ticks everything that you need, and for all the password managers in the world, like $10 for a password manager, it's pretty cheap, and that's what I am using in my everyday life. I've got more than 150 accounts. All the passwords to all the accounts are totally different. All of them are totally managed with Bitwarden, and I'm totally happy about it. And yes, guys, 1Password, LastPass, both of them are very, very, very good options. It's just that both of them, for the same set of features that Bitwarden gives you, you got to pay much more. It's roughly around 5.5 times more that you are paying on these two options, rather than having straight Bitwarden. So guys, to sum up, that was the three options that I went through to move all my passwords. I moved to Bitwarden. I'm happy with that. Let me know in the comment section below what you are using, or are you even using a password manager? And do you think a password manager is a must have for everybody who has got a presence online? I'll see you again in my next video, guys. Bye.